The Spider-Man speedrunning history is 14 years old, and it all started from this moment. This was the first ever speedrun, and it was done by bubufubu on 2nd July 2009. But let's start this journey from the first game, Spider-Man from 1982. There is only one speedrun that was done on 27 January 2024, and it is the shortest speedrun of all Spider-Man games, just 2 seconds long. The Amazing Spider-Man Amiga from 1990. This game has respectable 53 runs, and the history of this game started on 1st January 2022, and the world record is now 18.5 seconds. Amazing Spider-Man on GB 1990. First speedrun was done on 3rd October 2017, and it was 14 minutes and 17 seconds. The record now is 10 minutes and 23 seconds.
10:23! We did it! We got the Spider-Man record!
Spider-Man the video game arcade. The first speedrun has 49 minutes, and now it is 24 minutes and 22 seconds, which is 2 times faster in period of 8 years, which is a big ass improvement.
Alright. Woo! Nice. Sub 24, 30.
The Spider-Man vs. the Kingpin from 1991. Not that many runs, but the record is 6 minutes and 4 seconds. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 on GB from 1992. World record is 7 minutes and 49 seconds, done by Arthros 1 year ago, and the first run was 8 years ago, and it was 12 minutes and 26 seconds. Spider-Man Return of the Sinister 6 from 1992. This game has something special. The first ever speedrun was done on this game 14 years ago, on 2nd July 2009. The record is now 6 minutes and 6 seconds, done by Strowman.
Yes!
Spider-Man Return of Sinister 6 SMS. The record is 14 minutes and 23 seconds, done by Stratskull, and he is never going to play this game again.
Ali! Woo! Woo! Woo!
The Amazing Spider-Man 3 Invasion of the Spider's Lair from 1993. First speedrun was done in 2016, and the record right now is 15 minutes and 24 seconds, 7 years ago, and it's still not beaten.
15. That's time.
Spider-Man and the X-Men in Arcade's Revenge from 1993. First record was set in 2016, and it was 27 minutes and 40 seconds. And second record was 27 minutes and 5 seconds, which is still record to this day.
Yes! Let's go! Yes!
Spider-Man and Venom Maximum Carnage from 1994. Vegeta set first record 11 years ago, then he got beaten, and then he took spot again 6 years later, which is record till this day. Spider-Man SNES 1995. The world record is 7 years old, and it is 16 minutes and 24 seconds.
It's a world record. Still not sub 16 though.
Spider-Man Genesis 1995. First record was 9 minutes and 28 seconds, and the record right now is 2 times faster, which is 4 minutes and 52 seconds.
It's logo!
Slight hiccup there in the fight, but still pretty good.
The Amazing Spider-Man Lethal Foes from 1995. World record is done by Strowman, who is also recorder on Spider-Man Return of the Sinister 6. Record is 12 minutes 4 seconds, done 5 months ago, and the first record was done on 11 June 2017 in 14 minutes and 25 seconds.
Есть. А, я уже остановил. Там меньше время, даже во время последнего удара.
Spider-Man Web of Fire from 1996. Only runs on this game are from Pete Dorr. His first time was 10 minutes and 6 seconds, and his last time was 8 minutes and 26 seconds, done 5 years ago.
And that's a new world record, by the way, by 4 seconds. Thank you, everybody. I hope to see you back during Silly Block. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks for allowing me, GDQ, to come here and stream or play the 32X for you. I believe that's a GDQ first, so thank you guys.
Now we are coming to the big boys. Now the golden game of the Spider-Man speedrunning. The Spider-Man 2000. The game that had most impact on Spider-Man speedrunning. It has 511 runs, which is second most runs on Spider-Man games. And it has most active players. First ever run was done by Bonso577 11 years ago.
Motherfucker, go! Fuck yes! Fuck yeah! We fucking got it! Oh shit!
The record was by Spyran, and it was 31-minute run.
Oh, I stopped it way short then. Okay, that's definitely not... That is... Alright, I stopped it way short. But that is definitely record. Okay, that is definitely record. I stopped it by like 2 seconds too short though.
But it got broken while making this video by Feti by only 2 seconds.
If only I would have one-cycled.
Then Spyran broke the world record again with first 29-minute run, just a day after, still while making this video. What the fuck? To find more about this game, who is better to ask than world recorder itself, Spyran.
This year for Spider-Man 2000 especially, or this kind of last year since I started in July of last year, since I've started this kind of like last 6 to 8 months or whatever it is, it's been crazy for the game. There's so many things have been discovered, almost just even in the last like 3 months. Loads of new tricks have been discovered. We have I don't know how familiar you are with the speedrun. The flying spider is a new technique where you can manipulate Spider-Man. If you zip in certain directions and certain positions, you can make Spider-Man just fly through the air, which changed like 2 levels completely. The biggest one being tunnel crawl, which notoriously had a very hard skip where you had to swing underneath the floor underwater, and if you rose too high, you're dead, and you have to start that whole level again, which is a very long level for the speed run. And that was a notoriously very hard trick. But this new flying spider technique that Nilo discovered, shout out to Nilo, who's another fantastic runner, he discovered this trick, and it completely eliminates almost the danger of tunnel crawl skip, because you can do this new trick and it completely negates the danger, which is really cool. Other tricks as well that have been discovered as kind of a result of this last 3 months. The biggest one now that we're kind of working on, that a few of us are working on at least, is for a long time we've known that there's a way to skip cutscenes in the game, on the PlayStation version specifically, which has notoriously quite long cutscenes just because of the nature of it being on PlayStation. And so the newest thing that we're trying to crack is how do we manipulate the game to force the cutscenes to skip without us having to rely on like luck, because that's all it's been so far. And again, Nilo cracked it somehow. We've cracked it in some sense where performing a certain trick on Stop the Fog, which is one of the later levels in the game, then if you perform this trick, you can quit the game out, and from that point onwards you have the cutscene skip active essentially, and there's a few telltale signs that you can do you'll see during the run that will show you that you've got this skip activated essentially. The current debate between us all is, well, now we know how to manipulate it, do we allow people to do it and do it as set up before run, or do we say no, you can't do it? But then if you can't do it, even if people get lucky and accidentally get the cutscene skip, that kind of is there's some murky water that we're not really sure what the rules apply. So that's an ongoing discussion, which is really cool because it's like a bit of that'll be a game changer if that's enabled, that we can just set this up and you skip. You must save like a good 20-30 seconds, or even more potentially, just on the final cutscenes. It's every cutscene after Mysterio then activates. Ideally, we want to activate it earlier, but there doesn't seem to be a way of doing that yet. So that's a really cool. We're in a really cool time for Spider-Man 2K, especially where history is almost being written as we're living it. Which is really, really cool as a game that's been out for so long and has had a long span of people running the game and playing the game, that just in this last year, it's popped off quite a lot with new people coming into the community and running the newest three, I guess. You've got Stop Jesse, you've got Chuck Nicey, and you've got Shemp now, who's here as well, who have just started running the game off the back of just, I guess, finding it and wanting to run it, being a game that they've enjoyed in the past, and now they've come and found this speedrunning community. It's been really good. It's been a lot more active, as far as I'm aware, in terms of like history, I guess, of the category and the game itself. PlayStation specifically seems to have gotten a lot more active, just again because it seems to be the most accessible way to play it. With DuckStation Emulator, you literally just drop a ROM on it and you're good to go, and it's not much effort at all in terms of setting up. And so a lot of people have come in and started running the game because of that. And yeah, it's really, really good to know that I'm almost part of this new renaissance of the PlayStation kind of runs the game, and I can say that I'm a top runner as well. Just yesterday, I guess we can talk about this because this was just yesterday, as we're kind of recording now. I managed to claim back the any percent PlayStation emulator world record, which of course was the one that I was trying to go for originally. I had the record. I can say that I was the first person to break the sub 29-minute mark, and so I hit a 28:57, which had never been done before. Sotaleer then comes in and gets a run at 28:56, so he beats me by a second. And so I thought, I've been salty about that for the longest time for this last month since he hit that, which of course I would be. And then just yesterday, we managed to get a 28, I want to say it's a 28:38, yeah, which obviously knocks again another like 20 seconds off basically, which is crazy. What a crazy like run that was, and to do it live as well is even better, because a lot of the runs, when I tend to do them sometimes now, just because I don't have time to potentially like turn on all the live streaming kit and start a stream, it's easier just to be able to do them offline. To have a record like this, where it's one I've chased for so long, and have it online with commentary, with the camera on, and with people chatting along as well, is really, really cool. And so yeah, to now be I guess this, in terms of PlayStation runners, I guess you could say there's like a big three. There's myself, there's Sotaleer, and there's Willy Feti, where like the big three, I guess, of PlayStation. And to have cemented myself as one of these big three in such a short amount of time, yeah, it's brilliant. And I'm hoping eventually to expand to other games. I've already started Spider-Man 2, Winter Electro, a little bit there. It's just a lot of it comes down to time, I guess. I'm not one of these people who has loads of time and so can do these 1 hour, 2 hour plus runs, like for the new Spider-Man, like the Marvel Spider-Man games. As much as they interest me, as much as I love to play the games casually, I don't know if I could commit the time to learn like 2-3 hour plus runs. And so this was the perfect niche for me when I was, again, talking about the very beginning, coming back to trying to figure out what I was going to do in this 3 months I had spare from work. To see that the run was only like 30 minutes, 40 minutes or so, that was really encouraging for me. So yeah, to be part of this now pantheon of PlayStation runners is really cool, and hopefully long may it continue, and we hopefully have more people come in, and people who are watching this and seeing the kind of history of this game and the things that we've picked up over the years. I know some people you've talked to will have been here a lot longer than I have, and will give you a much more detailed history about how it was before this kind of last year. But it's been brilliant, again, even in this last year, and hopefully we'll have more tricks and skips and all sorts of things discovered, and more people coming along as a result.
And also considered to be the best Spider-Man player, Feti.
The main thing is that basically, like, if you look back on it, there's stuff from like 11 years ago, which is like Bonesaw. He was
yeah,
he was our first runner to go to a GDQ. He went to AGDQ, and kind of ran it on stage.
Yeah.
And at that time, we only knew 2 skips. There was only like 2 skips to this game. And I'm not even joking. The year I joined, so like last year, I started pushing the boundaries of like what routes to use and no skips and how fast we can actually go. And it started sparking people to actually come back and run the game. And all of a sudden, slowly but surely, more people started funneling into the community. And then more people started finding ways to break each level. And that kind of turned into, I'm not even joking now, every single level has something that you can glitch out of bounds with, like every single level. So there's sometimes it's not a skip, sometimes it's just a problem, like you'll clip into a wall and die. But that was the thing, is like everybody kind of just started working together to, like, we had a couple task people come in and make tasks for the Nintendo 64 version of the game. Then the PlayStation runners got on that task and tried to replicate the movement and the skips that were used, and that ended up breaking the game more. We have people like there's a person in our community named Nilo, who has just like Nilo Quick, who is just kind of like, he did the impossible, which now we know how to overload the game and skip cutscenes now, like to where cutscenes don't even load anymore. Like there's just so many things that have been found within a year. Like we've completely, the old record for, like, even if I just take no skips, you know, just like the no glitch, like the glitches category or whatever, the old record used to be 41 minutes. The current record is 34:57.
Yeah.
So like even just that, right? Like the old record for 80% used to be about it used to be, I want to say it was about like a 39, maybe a 40 to 39, somewhere in that category. I know back in the day it used to be 41 was like a quick time for skips, but within a year we brought it down from like a 39 all the way down to a 30. We dropped, 9 to 10 minutes off of the run, just from finding everything that's broke with it. So it's been pretty fun. And there's a lot more people who have joined now, so the community is kind of growing and it's becoming a lot more competitive. We've had some new runners that have just started running the game that are getting like 35s and scaring the crap out of all the top runners of this game. It's like the game's super accessible now. Like we have if you join into the Discord or anything like that, there's people who will help you like find the right version of the PC game that can run on your setup. Like you can run on a PS2, a PS3. I don't recommend the PS3, but run on it at your own risks. It honestly, running on PS3, it cuts your time by like 8 minutes because of load times. But there's PS3, there's PS2, there's PS1, there's Dreamcast, there's N64. There's Mac. There's a Mac version. Like dude, like what? There's a Mac version. There's a Game Boy Color version, which if I had my cartridge with me, I could show it. And then we just had someone come into the community who is a Spyro player. And he plays Spyro 2, and he's been asking us if we would allow PSTV and a PSP, because that's apparently like the fastest way to load PlayStation games, is like with a Vita PSTV type thing. And so here's a leak. We might have a category for that here soon. So like, I have 3 strats named after me, which I'm sure you can find clips of them or whatever. But for skips, the first one is called the Feti Fall, and it's where if you fall through a grate, this usually happens in Spyran's really the only one who does it. I may have found it, but Spyran's the only one who can use it. But like you like fall through a grate and zip up and like try to stay out of bounds for as long as possible. To like skip through doors or stuff like that. And also there's something called the Feti strat and no skips, which is which is just standing on the elevator and not letting the symbiotes in the game, if you don't move, they can't see you. So those are like those are the two things that those are my contributions. I mean, I've also found like there's a level called hidden switches, and if you ever have looked at any of my runs, I do it different than every other runner in the community. I found that way of doing hidden switches. It's easier and a lot safer than the normal way to do it. And the last thing I found doing a lot of no skips throughout my career. Like I started out in no skips, doing no skips throughout my career. I found a lot of easier routes that a lot of people who are newer to the community, they'll like take those routes and use them because they're a lot easier than a lot of the high level tech that we perform throughout the game. So I figure I should at least have given a little background about me, right? And like, hey, what's your contributions to the community?
Yeah.
Besides like bringing the community together and like getting everyone to start talking to each other, which is a big thing that I tried to do, was get everybody to stop being in their shell and talk to each other and hold tournaments and stuff. But yeah, I mean, that's basically my started speedrunning. I feel like I've contributed a lot just by pushing the community forward, and the game's super easy to find. So
Yeah. Spider-Man 2, The Sinister 6 from 2001. A record is 14 minutes and 43 seconds, and it was done 4 years ago by Columbal. First run was 8 years ago, and it was 16 minutes and 30 seconds.
Still not the happiest with that run, but we've done good work today. If I can't PB again in the next however long I play, like hour or something at most. It's funny that my biggest mistake in that stage was just trying to grab the key too quick. It's because I grabbed the wall last time, so I was scared and tried to grab it too fast.
Spider-Man Mysterio Menace from 2001. First ever speedrun was set on 10th October 2015, and it was 23 minutes and 32 seconds. Now record is 11 minutes and 57 seconds, done 2 years ago. Now we are coming to the interesting games. Spider-Man 2 Enter Electro from 2001. World recorder is Sotaleer with 24 minutes and 53 seconds.
Because evil is dumb.
Woo! Oh, man. Okay, there it is. Ya salió. Me voy.
Let's hear something about this game from him. How long did it took you to take the first place?
Ooh, okay. I feel like so it took me, I think, 2 to 3 months, I think. But it's an interesting question because I started running Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
And I got first place there in a month. And then I moved to Spider-Man 1, but I had the knowledge of the movement and stuff from Spider-Man 2, so it was learn this game. So I did some runs until I get at like a 35 minute, and then I took a break to run other games because I also run other stupid games like Chicken Little or something like that. And then I came back like a month later, and then did the grind for the first place, which it was also like a month and a half, something like that. So yeah, that's how long it took. I remember when I started speedrunning, I started as last. Like my time was 56 minutes. And I was literally last place on that leaderboard.
And you beat them all.
And then I started like making progress, right, and beating, climbing the ladder, right, and stuff.
That's nice.
It was a good time. I started on the 2022, August 2022.
Oh,
Yep.
like 2 years?
Yeah, 2 years ago I started running those games, and then I just when I got first place in both, I moved to another games, and then I just came back. I usually come back when there are like activity in the community, because right now we have a tournament going on. For example, yeah.
I heard.
and yeah, when people run, when people run, I like to be able to keep up with them, to share strats, to know more skips and stuff. Because when I started running, no one was running. No one was running electro. No one was running Spider-Man 2000. The game was those games were really dead. Like no players at all.
Yeah.
But now we have 10 and 4 in that's actually really good. I like about running, like the community and stuff. Yep.
Also, if you want to see some fun facts about Enter Electro, subscribe to not miss that video out. Next coming, Spider-Man from 2002. First record was done on 15th April 2018 and it was 41 minutes and 52 seconds. Now record is 24 minutes and 46 seconds, done on 5th December 2023 by Just Phase.
Mr. Osborn. Why? Surprised.
Next game is Spider-Man 2 from 2004. Some people consider it to be the best Spider-Man game. Speedrunning history is 10 years old, starting from 2 hours 16 minutes and 32 seconds run. First 1 hour run was done by Sly Finkelton and it was 59 minutes and 30 seconds. Record now is 52 minutes and 59 seconds, also done by Sly Finkelton.
Oh, let's fucking go! Let's fucking go, dude! 52! Oh man, I did not think that was gonna 52. I thought I could PB maybe. I think I might have needed a gold to 52. No, that reactor section was so good. That was probably the best I've ever done it.
Spider-Man 2 PC from 2004. The world recorder is Lafrone with 27 minute and 53 second run. If you're wondering why is he playing on Spanish, that's because the game is 30 seconds faster on Spanish. Also, if you want to start speedrunning this game, there are glitches like Puma skip or glass skip and a lot more. Full video about that coming soon, so subscribe to not miss it out. Also Spider-Man 2 on GBA with 33 minutes and 44 seconds run, and Spider-Man 2 on DS, the game with least runs, only one, and it is 1 hour 19 minutes and 49 seconds, done 2 months ago. And also Spider-Man 2 on PSP from 2005 with 27 minutes and 30 seconds run. Coming next, Ultimate Spider-Man from 2005. First run was all the way back in 2014 with 2 hour 3 minute run. First 1 hour run was done 8 years after and it was 59 minutes and 23 seconds. Record now is 56 minutes and 46 seconds by Yokosa. And on the GBA, record is 42 minutes and 15 seconds. Spider-Man 3 from 2007. Some people consider it to be the worst game. World record is done by Strudel with 2 hour 8 minute and 21 second run. Strudel is also first on Spider-Man Web of Shadows. Then there we have Spider-Man 3 on DS with 59 minutes and 55 seconds run. Spider-Man 3 on GBA with 22 minutes and 40 seconds run. Spider-Man 3 on PS2, PSP and Wii with 1 hour 52 minutes and 50 second run. Next game, Spider-Man Friend or Foe from 2007. World record is 2 hour 3 minutes and 3 seconds, done recently on 1st February 2024. First record was 3 hours 16 minutes and 29 seconds 4 years before.
Fuck off! How are you this lucky, you cunt? Yep, this is 203. This is my fault. It's full. I'm not even gonna blame the game. I'm actually not. It's 100% my fault. 20303.
Spider-Man and the Masked Menace from 2008. Speedrun is 33 minutes 28 seconds, done in 2022. The next big game, Spider-Man Web of Shadows from 2008. Another strudel world record, done in 2021, and it was 2 hour 42 minutes and 50 seconds run. First speedrun was in 2019, and it's close to first score, 2 hours 55 minutes and 23 seconds. Only 18-minute difference.
Take my hand!
There is also Spider-Man Web of Shadows on DS with 38 minute and 26 second run, and Spider-Man Web of Shadows Amazing Alice Edition with 1 hour 17 minutes and 8 second run. Spider-Man Shattered Dimension from 2010. First ever score was in 2015 with 3 hour 20 minute and 2 second run. That score lasted for 6 years and got broken in 2022 with 2 hour 28 minute and 1 second run.
When I lose control of Spider-Man, the timer stops. Boom. Все. Я не управляю Spider-Man. Все.
And the Spider-Man Shattered Dimension on DS with 23 minute and 17 second run. Spider-Man Edge of Time from 2011. World record is being set by Nate the Man 223, and it is 1 hour 27 minute and 32 second, set 1 year ago, and he is also holding records for Spider-Man Web of Shadows Amazing Alice Edition and Spider-Man 3 for PS2, PSP and Wii. First record was done by Spidey Balls 6 years ago.
Save us both some aggravation!
The Amazing Spider-Man 2012. First record was done by Matt 7 years ago, and it was 1 hour 11 minute and 51 second run. Record now is 1 hour 9 minute and 33 seconds, done 7 years after previous score.
Yo, let's fucking go! I did it! I did it! I got it. I got the sub 110. Finally, it took 73 attempts. Yo, I did it! I beat the world record by 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And I still lost a minute and 20 seconds to crashes. This game can go down to a high 107. But I'm gonna take a break from this category. I did it. The world record turned 7 years old 3 days ago. So, I did it. I was better than someone who played this game 7 years ago.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2 2014. First is LaFrone, who is also first on Spider-Man 2 PC, and his run is 1 hour, 27 minutes and 24 seconds.
I'm nothing like you. The whole reason I do this is to stop people like you.
Spider-Man Homecoming VR 2017. Record is 3 minutes and 54 seconds, which is better 1 second than the previous record. Marvel Spider-Man from 2018. This game has the most speedruns from every Spider-Man game, and also most total players. World record is 3 hours, 7 minutes and 32 seconds.
Oh!
Not tired.
307? 33? I want to see if that's a 32, actually, because that .03. Holy shit. I love how the stream title is 80% for sub 310, and I PB'd by 3 minutes. Fucking demolished that shit, bro. Yeah, Act 1 was messy because it's Act 1. Act 1's like the hardest part of this whole run. Act 2 was great. And then Act 3 was also fucking great. What a run.
By Burkemaverick, who can say more about this game?
Yeah, like the Insomniac Spidey games for runs are usually like 3 hours. I know Miles is a
crazy.
bit shorter.
Yeah, like 2 hours? Hour and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, but like the thing about Miles though is that it has like 52 minutes of unskipped cutscenes that you have to sit through.
Yeah.
So it's a fun game, but that is just not enjoyable. With the speedrun history, I know for 2018, in one of the patches, Insomniac tried to patch out one of the first skips, which was in the second mission, where you could skip most of Fisk Tower. And we just ended up finding a better and faster way to do it. So thanks, Insomniac, for pushing us to find a better way. Because it used to be you would go onto a wall and you'd have to get squished in between like these two pillars to get pushed out.
Oh.
But it was really bad. When I was running it on PS4, I actually didn't have the best hardware because I only had a base PS4 and a hard drive, while the best was PS4 Pro and an SSD. And I could be wrong about this, but I think it was calculated that I'm losing like 20 minutes to load times.
20 minutes.
Yeah. And then let's see, DLCs. DLCs on the remastered versions that are like on PS5 and PC are very broken. I don't know what happened when Insomniac was putting the games on those systems.
Yeah. Who knows what they're doing?
Yeah.
They always fuck up.
Because with the second DLC, Turf Wars, there is a soft lock that can happen on the second to last mission. That if it happens, you lose 6 minutes, which is basically just run dead anyway.
Yeah.
For like a 20-minute run. For the first DLC, the heist, you had to pick up a painting as part of a mission, and sometimes that painting wouldn't get off the screen, causing you to restart checkpoint because the mission wouldn't spawn in. But for the final DLC, it's broken to our benefit because in one of the final missions, there's just a wave of enemies that don't spawn in. No idea why, just it happens.
Next coming, Spider-Man Far From Home Virtual Reality from 2019. Record is 4 minutes and 58 seconds.
Stop. Ooh! That's 5 minute, 8 second, 54. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new world record.
Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales 2020. World record is 1 hour, 34 minutes and 4 seconds. Done 5 months ago by Bacon Guy.
I don't know what's more crazy, honestly. My New Game Plus record or fucking this on my 4th run. Like, holy shit, man. Oh, I can't quite believe it. I thought it would take a lot longer than that for me to sell in 20%. Very happy with that. New record. First European record for any percent. That's so good, dude. Very satisfied.
Who is he? That guy? He's our Spider-Man.
Staying up until 2 AM every day of the week was worth it.
Yeah, for Miles, there's the 52 minutes of cutscenes, which actually, it used to not be 52 minutes. I think if I were to go to like the PS5 version, it used to be 47 minutes of unskippables, but there were some instances of like skipping some cutscenes, it would put you in the wrong location.
Yeah.
Or the game would just break entirely. So throughout them patching the game, they had to make some like cutscenes unskippable as a result.
Bacon guys first. Oh.
Yeah, he's mainly a Mario runner, like a 3D Mario runner, but he is really good at Spider-Man.
Skill transfer.
Yeah.
And the last game, Marvel Spider-Man 2 from 2023. First speedrun was done 5 months ago and it was 4 hours, 51 minutes and 30 seconds. And in only 4 months, the record improved to 3 hours, 52 minutes and 14 seconds, which is 1 hour difference. And that was it. The whole Spider-Man speedrunning history. With the rise of the popularity of Spider-Man speedrunning, there will be a lot more players. And much more and greater records are just going to come.